As humans, we have some irrational fears, and one of them that is fairly common is speaking in front of people. Because it's not actually like there's no danger usually when you're speaking in front of people, but your body will react as though there is some huge threat. Again, for a lot of people, not for everyone. Some people are quite comfortable performing in front of other people. But I was listening to Oprah this morning, one of her podcasts, it was one of her master classes. And she was talking about how when she was 3 years old, they went to church a lot. That was a lot of I don't remember if it was just Sunday or if it was throughout the week as well, but at least on Sunday, like they went to church quite a few times. They'd go home and then go back. And one of the things that they had, there was usually a child that would pray at the beginning or welcome people at the beginning of that little activity. And there was a girl that got sick who was supposed to do it that Sunday, and then the last minute somebody asked if she could do it, 3 years old. And so I think they had 2 hours before that responsibility was coming up. And so her stepmom taught her Invictus, which I think is a poem, if I can remember correctly. And in 2 hours she learned it and then gave it in front of everybody. And that was like the welcome, the beginning to this thing. And I can just think of me as a child and how like that danger feeling and being in front of people, that was just always a thing all the way up through high school, where I can remember all 3 times that I was supposed to speak in front of people. The first time I just like froze and couldn't do it at all. No words came out. Pretty sure I cried at that one. But the second one I tried. This was like 3 years. So freshman, sophomore, junior. I left high school senior year just so I didn't have to do it. I'm going to college, I said. What I really was doing was escaping high school. Anyway, mess the second one, just like all kinds of, it was horrible. And the third one, I did actually successfully do that, but there was one kid who, like we'd gone to school for 4 years together at this point, from the 8th grade to the 11th. Anyway, it was 4 years. And he asked, "Are you from Australia?" No. And I've never been to Australia, but that would be fun. So there's just like, I've made progress, because the other day, was it this past Sunday, at church, somebody asked me if I could get up and share a couple of thoughts on the topic for the day. And I did, but here's the thing, it's my cheat code a little bit, because it was supposed to be done in Czech. And that I can do much more comfortably in front of people. So I prepared in English so that I could do it quickly, which meant that the beginning in Czech was a little bit slow because my brain was going in English, had to switch into Czech. But at the end, it was pretty smooth. So yeah, what are some irrational fears that you have if it is public speaking? How do you cope with that, or do you have to? Do you just avoid it? I look forward to hearing your thoughts.